Yup. Good evening. It's T-Man, and I wish you all welcome back to my channel and my continuing playthrough of the Dunwich cycle. Quick recap of last time. We were playing the first part of the Dunwich cycle, extracurricular activity, where we made it off with Professor Warren Rice, wasn't it? Let me see if we can find him here. Yes, there he is, Professor Warren Rice. Although, said in retrospect, I could have saved the students. I didn't have enough things to kill off the experiment, but I could have instead saved the students. I don't know if the resolution for that gives me Warren Rice, but it is what it is. Tonight we are gonna be playing scenario 1B, the house always wins. Dr. Armitage suggested you track down his associate Dr. Francis Morgan. He's not sure whether Dr. Morgan is in trouble, but he's not particularly happy with his colleague's present choice of company. He's in the Clover Club, a notorious gambling joint somewhere downtown. Finding the club's exact location isn't easy. You have to grease a few palms just to learn which of the downtown restaurants operates as the club's front. That restaurant is La Bella Luna, a somewhat upscale Italian eatery by the theater. You change into your Sunday best and make your way there. In front of La Bella Luna stands a man in a pinstripe suit who sizes you up as you approach. "Enjoy yourself," he says with a snake-like grin as he holds open the restaurant's front door. Yeah, so there we are. So, setup. We are gonna be placing the house always wins, poink, and everything is as it is. We added a broken tablet token, didn't we? Yeah, I think we did. And we're gonna be playing Act 1B. You need to find Dr. Morgan. The club is packed. Perhaps somebody knows where he is. So, when you reveal a chaos token, you may treat that token as if it were any other token in the chaos bag. If you do, remember that you have cheated. Group limit once per round. So we can cheat here. And we need 4 clues since we are playing one investigator. Clover Club. You have entered the Clover Club casino in search of Dr. Morgan. The club is bustling at this late hour, filled with patrons looking to relax and drink, or make it big. You don't appear to be in much danger. So each criminal enemy gains aloof and forced. If an investigator deals damage to a criminal enemy, immediately advance. So let's go down to gather all cards. Set the hideous abomination striking fear encounter sets outside. Yeah, well, they are in the chest. Put the Clover Club lounge. Let me adjust the camera somewhat. I think we are going to be starting there, so let's do that. Let's grab Ashcan and put him there. Boink. Yeah, so there's a clue here. The music is cliche and they only serve spaghetti. As far as course for underground speakeasies go, it's not particularly creative. Well, in the 1920s, you know where to go. And let's see. put the Clover Club pit boss into play in the Clover Club lounge. Well, here he is. This is the Clover Club pit boss. He is 343. He is a criminal elite. He preys on the highest intellect. Well, that doesn't matter for us because we are only one investigator. And he's a hunter, so he will be moving around after us. Forced after an investigator at Clover Club pit boss's location gains any number of clues, Clover Club pit boss readies, engage that investigator and makes an immediate attack. So you have to watch out for that. It's a victory one, so if we manage to take him out, we get some experience points for that. Oh, by the way, talking about experience points, I did have 2 to spend, so I did spend them to upgrade one of my Peter Silvestre. As you can see there, it's a Peter Silvestre with 2 pips on him, so we will be hoping to see him. Let me shuffle this and shuffle this, by the way. So yeah, all the cards set aside is in our chest. Shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards to build the encounter deck. At the start of this scenario, Agenda 1A grants each criminal enemy the aloof, yes, which stops those enemies from automatically engaging you. At some point, those enemies may lose the aloof keyword. Remember that enemies who are no longer aloof will automatically engage investigators at their location as per normal. Yeah. So that is the setup. We are playing on standard. Yeah. I think I will copy this and put it there for us to see, so it's easier. I'll lock it so I don't move it around. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Let's be drawing our starting hand. We have Madame Labranche. Okay, not without a fight. Survival instinct. I don't think I will be evading much yet. I'll be putting that back. Moonstone. I could use that to ready Duke and get it out. So I think I will be putting that back. Madame Labranche, no. Pete Silvestre, it's that non-upgraded one. So I will put 4 cards back. I will keep the Moonstone and draw 4 cards. This is calling in favors. Okay, it's a lucky. We have the magnifying glass and a spell. Shriveling could come in handy. Shuffle in and we are good to go. So there's one clue at the entrance of La Bella Luna. So let's just be trying to get that. With an intellect of 2, I could boost that to a 3. And I do have a lucky on my hand. So I have to be careful not to trigger this Clover Club pit boss also. So let's be doing one investigation. So I will investigate and I will play magnifying glass as a fast action. Yoink, just whipping it out. And that is me having 3 versus 2, as is the shroud. The bag says -3. So that will be 0 then against 2. So let's be playing another fast event. That will be lucky. Doink. So if I fail a skill test, I get +2. So that means I succeed and gain 3 resources for that. Wasn't it? Yeah. And I get the clue. Oh. Good. That was my first action. Second action, I will move down into the Clover Club Lounge, and it says, I can read first there, comfortable leather couches, mahogany furniture, and an array of beautiful art greets gamblers, tempting them into the life of the would-be effluent. Yeah. Here we are. It's a 2th round, no clues. But while it is Act 1, which it is, Clover Club Lounge gains action. I can discard an ally asset from my hand, gain 2 clues from the token pool. Limit once per game. So we could do that. However, I don't have any ally asset on my hand. I do have calling in favors, but I won't be doing that, I guess. Should just get my shriveling out. So since the Clover Club pit boss is aloof, he ain't engaging us. He's just wandering around, watching us. Now, if I'm gonna be moving somewhere else, no, I think I will be just drawing a card. That was moving for one action, and last action I will be drawing a card, getting another lucky. That is it. So we go to enemy phase. He is aloof, so he ain't hurting us in any way yet. So we're going to upkeep phase, resource, and the card. Another magnifying glass. Could come in handy. And we go into the first Mythos phase. We add a Doom, 1 out of 4, and we get a card, which is something in the drinks. It's a surge card. So, revelation, each player who has had a drink loses 1 action. Well, I haven't had a drink yet, so that will be going away, and I get another one, and it is Swarm of Rats. Yes, what kind of speakeasy downtown club doesn't have a swarm of rats? I think you have a pest problem. Okay, let's see if we can stomp them out. Investigation phase. I will be fighting with Duke. Base skill of 4. So 4 versus 1. Bag says 0, so the rats are dead. Now I will use the fast action for Ashcan. I will discard the Moonstone to ready Duke, and then I can play it. It says after you discard Moonstone from your hand, play it. Of course I have to pay for it. It's no problem, since I stumbled into a lot of resources outside La Bella Luna. This gives me 1 more willpower and 1 more agility. which will come in handy. Okie dokie. So let's be moving again. I think I will be moving to the bar. And this is the Clover Club bar. The shelves behind the bar sag beneath the weight of all manner of bootlegged drinks, cheap ales, moonshine, expensive bottles of wine, aged whiskey. If only you had a couple of hours to kill. So, this is a 3-shroud place. While it is Act 1, Clover Club bar gains spend 2 resources as an action, gain 2 clues from the token pool, and draw 2 cards. And remember that you had a drink. So this is the sequence where I can have a drink, and I think I will, because it looks so delicious with a drink from the bar. Spend 2 resources. Spending 2, I will gain 2 clues from the token pool and draw 2 cards. So yoink yoink, we have 2 cards coming to the hand. Here we are with Professor Warren Rice. And we have another calling in favors. Not what I'm looking for, but I will take it. I keep pressing 3. So that is it. I have to just remember that I've done that. Maybe denote that with a resource on the card. Help me remember. And that was our last action. We have 3 clues. We need 1 more to advance. So let's be going into the enemy phase. And we have the Clover Club pit boss moving after us into the bar. I'll put him here. He's suspicious of us. He knows we are snooping around. And looking at him, he's not the most friendly fellow. So into upkeep, resource and a card. We get Live and Learn. Also a great card. I have 2, 4, 6, 7. So we go into Mythos. Doom, 2 out of 4. Draw card. We get Twist of Fate. Reveal a random token from the Chaos bag. Well, yeah. If you reveal a Elder sign, symbol, or a positive number, nothing happens. If you reveal any other number, take 1 damage. Or if you reveal a skull, cultist, broken tablet, tentacle, or a auto-fail symbol, take 2 horror. Okay, let's see. We draw into a cultist symbol, which will force us to take 2 horror. Okay, we put 1 on Duke and 1 on ourselves. Ouch. That is the Mythos phase done, and let's be going on. I have an ally now. So I could get him out to soak some sanity for us, but I'd rather go and get the clue, I guess. Let's see. First action will be to move into the Clover Club Lounge again. And second action will be to discard an alley from my hand. I will discard Warren Rice. I will get 2 clues from the token pool. So I am at 5. Let's denote that. Good stuff. Now I have 5. Let's see. When the investigators have collected the requisite number of clues, they must immediately spend them and advance. So 4 then. And we advance the... Oh, come on. There you go. After speaking to a number of gamblers and servers, it seems as though Dr. Morgan has had quite the run lately. Instead of cashing out his winnings, he was convinced to double down. He was last seen entering the guarded hall near the back of the card room. So we're going to put the set aside darkened hall into play. We have that there. Whoop. Darkened hall. And that is connected to the triangle, which is down here. So let's be adding yoink, yoink. So I have to go through the card room to reach that. Yep. Now, if it's agenda 1, which it is, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a criminal enemy is discarded and spawn that enemy in the darkened hole. So yoink, we have nope. That's some rats. And there you have a mobster, and he will be lurking around in the darkened hole. Anything else? Nope. So I'll be putting that here. Skin game. Dr. Morgan is somewhere in the private section of the club, where only VIPs and the club's managers are allowed. If you are to find him, you're going to have to sneak or even fight your way in. Objective: only investigators in the VIP area may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. Well, I'm just 1, so I need 2 clues. I have 1 already, so I'm good and ready for that. Should I get the shriveling out? Nah. Just keep it as backup, I guess, in case Duke fails. But Duke never fails. Do you, boy? No. So let's be heading down into the Clover Club card room then. Or should I just stay here and maybe draw the pit boss away from us? He is not a hunter, he is a retaliate. And after he attacks us, lose 1 resource. It's a bad boy. You better scram, pal, unless you're hungry for boot, leather, and lead. Jesus. Okay. Well, it gives me 1. I have 5. Yeah, okay. Let's be playing shriveling. So it's ready. In case. Last action. So, enemy phase. We're gonna be moving the pit boss over to us. He's there. He knows we are up to something, but he doesn't know what yet. Upkeep. And another moonstone. And we're going to just be heading into the Mythos phase. We're at 3 of 4 Doom. We're going to draw today's news, and it's another swarm of rats. Wow. Yep. Nope. Investigation phase. So we're gonna be stomping out some rats then with Duke. That's 4 versus 3. Bag says -4. So let's be lucky then. Gives us +2 to that skill value of that test. So we succeed killing the rats. I will ready Duke again, just to have him ready. Moving into the Clover Club card room. While it is Act 1, Clover Club card room gains spend 2 resources, reveal a random chaos token. If it's Elder Sign, gain 2 clues and 2 resources. If it's an even number, gain 2 clues, or if it's an odd number or any other sign symbol, nothing happens. Well, I'm broke. That was an action. Going down there. Last action to draw a card. We're drawing to Survival Instinct. That's it. So, enemy phase. Clover Club Pit Boss follows us. He is definitely on our tail. Okay, so upkeep. Yoink, yoink, yoink. A resource and a card. Another live and learn. And we go into the Mythos phase and we are advancing. And now is when the things are getting worse. Your questioning has drawn the attention of several men, hired thugs, by the look of them. Francis doesn't want to be bothered, one of them says. We suggest you leave the premises before we force you to leave. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Yep, I will do. If the players have completed extracurricular activity, advance directly to Agenda 2B. Okay. So that accelerated fast. You hear a crash from somewhere outside and screams of pain in the lounge. A terrible monstrosity smashes through the entrance to the club, crushing the stairwell and knocking over gangsters and patrons alike. Spawn a random enemy from the set-aside Hideous Abominations encounter set in Clover Club Lounge. Okay. Let's be searching. So we have 3 of these, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'll be shuffling, pulling off 1, and this conglomeration of spheres are spawning in the Club Lounge. Yeah. Killing people as he goes. So 164. And it is preying on the lowest. Yeah, well, that doesn't matter. He's a hunter. After you perform an attack against the conglomeration using a melee card, discard that card. So if I use a knife or axe or something, I have to discard it because it's just nasty. Okie doke. Anything else? Shuffle the rest of that encounter set, the set-aside Striking Fear and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Okay, yoink. And the Striking Fear. Well, is it? There you go. Some cards of that into the encounter deck. Yeah. Move all investigators and unengaged enemies from La Bella Luna to the Clover Club. Remove La Bella Luna from the game. So this is gone. Yoink the boink. And this is gone. So there you go. Things got tense right away, and this guy is engaged with us now because they are no longer aloof. And yep, let's be putting this into the chest. Chaos in the Clover Club. Amidst the chaos and confusion, the strange abominations attack everyone in the club. Screams echo through the halls as the blood begins to spray. At the start of the enemy phase, discard each criminal enemy in the same location as an abomination enemy. Yeah, so the abomination will help us here to get rid of the criminals. So, however, we are at 7 doom before this advances. I don't know what happens, but I think we lose it. So we better hurry, I guess. So that's it for doom. We need a card. And it is a mobster. Yay. So here we go. We are engaged with the Clover Club pit boss and the mobster. It's our turn. What about survival instinct? So I can use this, and if the skill test is useful during an evasion attempt, the evading investigator may immediately disengage from each other enemy and engage with him and her. That sounds like something I would like to do. So let's be trying to evade the mobster then, because he's at 2, we are 3, 4, and we will be adding that, so we are at 5, 6 with that. 6 versus 2, bag says -1, so we evade that guy. Oop. He is evaded, and I disengage the Clover Club pit boss. So that's difference between evading and disengaging, I guess. I think I remember something about that. And I move to a connecting location. So yoink, I'll be moving into the darkened hall, where we have another mobster waiting for us. Crap, that was first action actually. And we enter the darkened hall. This is good. A heavy oak door stands in a secluded corner of the club. As you approach it, the air grows heavy and the clamor of the card room fades behind you. And the door slams shut behind you and you stand in a sudden silence. This area of the club is lonesome and devoid of warmth and color. Somehow, the spotless floors and walls seem more sinister than inviting. Yeah, absolutely. Greenish hue always promises something good in Arkham. No clues, 4th round, and we do have a mobster with us. Okay, Duke, let's go to town. I exhaust Duke, attacking with 4. Yeah, 4. I will just try that. 4 versus 2. Bag says -4. Okay. I think I will use fast action, discarding magnifying glass, ready Duke, do it again. 4 versus 2, bag says -1, and Duke gives us +1 damage, so this is gone. Thank you, Duke. Good doggy. Kill the mobster. That's it. We go to enemy phase, and we have the conglomeration moving down into the Clover Club card room. The boss moves after us. Okay, we get engaged with him again. And that's it, ain't it? Well, no, he will hit us, of course, for 2. That's... why did I do that? I could have done this. So 1 for me, and 1 for Duke. Ouch. Okay. Upkeep. Ready Duke. It's a resource and a card. We get Pete Silvestre. Yes, thank you. We needed you with us. So the mobster ready, and we are good to go. Mythos face, Doom 1 out of 7, and a card. Of course, rats. Oh, I have no number of how many rats I have killed in this game, but they are always there, and they are always annoying. Okay. Our turn. So what should we do? Well, I have forgot something. Forced. When Darkened Hall is revealed, put into play the 3 as set assigned back hall doorway locations. There are back hall, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, I guess. We better do it like this. So, yeah. And they are all connected to the Darkened Hall. And let's be doing that, that, and that. Okay. Boink. Boink. Yep. I forgot to put them as those set aside thingies. Any more I have forgotten? Yeah, okay. No. Everything seems to be quite all right. So maybe we should try to do an evasion again. Should we try to man, because this conglomeration are right at our heels. Wasn't it something about at the start of the enemy phase, discard each criminal enemy? Yeah, okay, so if I manage to evade him, he will be disengaged and exhausted, but also he has got a victory point. 3 versus 3. I could make it Yeah, okay, let's try to whack this Clover Pit boss, cause I just want to. He is at a 3. I will exhaust Duke. Make it no, let's do that. That's 4 versus 3, and the bag says -1. So you go 2 damage. Yeah, that's a good dog. Should I do that again, or should I try? I will use shriveling, I guess. Shriveling. I will fight with a spell which uses willpower instead of fight and deals +1 damage. So that's 4, 5 versus 3. 5 versus 3. Bag says -1. So we actually managed to kill off the pit boss, which is amazing. Let's get up to the... Ooh, look here. We have something from last time. So we have the Clover Club pit boss. Let's scale it up so we can see it. Yeah, that was the second action. Yeah, fight with Duke, fight with Shriveling. Now, getting out of there. Or should I just move and take an attack of opportunity from the rats, because they will be moving with us. That stops me from getting that conglomeration on my head. Yeah, I think I will do that. Let's be moving. Did I shuffle these? That doesn't matter. So I will be moving to the left. There's a clue there. It's a back alley. A steep, narrow staircase ascends to a second unmarked door. To your surprise, it leads into a back alley behind La Bella Luna. This must be where they smuggle in their goods. Was it? I needed 2 clues in the VIP area. Okay, so I need that clue. The rats gnaws at me for 1. So I'm at 2 out of 6. It's not great. I need to get Peter out and something. Okay. So that's us. Let's go to enemy. We do have, let me reset this because we are all the way down here. We have a conglomeration in the same space as a mobster, because then a mobster is discarded because it says so. And the conglomeration moves down into the darkened hall. And yeah, we are with a rat that gnaws at us again. Ooh. I have been killed of rats before. You don't joke with that. They are 1-1-3, easy to kill, but if they stick on you and they crowd you down, they will eat you up. So I'm at half health. Ooh, not good, not good. Okay, it's an upkeep phase. We have a resource and a card. Scrounge. Yep. And we go to Mythos. 2 out of 7. And a card for us. Please, not rats. Okay. Arousing suspicions. Revelation. Place 1 doom on each criminal enemy at your location. If no doom was placed by this effect, lose 2 resources. Eyes are all around you, watching your every move. Yeah, okay. 2 resources. Let me search this. Was this survival instinct? Okay, I think I will dig for that. Our turn. I have to kill the rats. I have to kill the rats. And we will kill them with Duke. 4 against 3. Bag says Skull, which is -2. You may spend 2 resources to treat it as 0, but I don't need to. Killing the rats. Yeah. Good, good, good. Now I need to get this clue and I need to scrounge. Yeah, I will scrounge, searching for a level 0 card in my discard pile. And I reckon this is a level 0 because it doesn't cost anything. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I will scrounge for it and I will put it into my hand. So that is ready for me. Let's see. I fight the rats. I scrounge for supplies. And I will be investigating with 2, 3 versus 1. I could be doing live and learn. Okay. 3 versus 1. Bag says -2. Yeah, I get it. Thank you. But that was also all that she wrote. We were going into enemy phase. The conglomeration comes into our space and gets engaged with us. Oh, nasty, nasty, nasty. And yeah, since he will hit us. I don't want to kill Duke, but it seems like I have to. Okay, let's have one more and Duke at 2. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. So I can, let me do, let's see, I can do, it's not that bad if I use shriveling 3 times. That's 6 to kill it, actually. Oh yeah. Upkeep. It's a resource and a card. Another scrounge for supplies. That isn't bad. Mythos, Doom, and a card. Please don't be an enemy. It's an enemy. Yes, it's another conglomeration of spheres. So this horrible monster just multiplied, and we have 2 of them now. That's just amazing. Okay. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. Just keeps on giving. So the question is, should I continue on and try to find the VIP area? We are at 3 out of 7. Let's see, I need if I manage to escape them with this. Move here, and the lucky draw brings me to the VIP area. I could use them to advance this. Yeah, let's try. So, awaiting. I am at 3-4 versus 4, and I will use this, making it a 5 versus 4, 6 versus 4, 6 versus 4, bag says +1. Wow. Okay, so I evade one of them, and I disengage the other, moving into the darkened hall. That was first action. Okay. Second action. Feel like left time, I mean right. Going to the right for second action. It's the VIP area. Yes. Woo. While in the VIP area, you cannot draw cards or gain resources during the upkeep phase. Meh. Is this a victory? Yes, it's a victory. Let's get it to the victory display and scale it up. Good. Okay. Why didn't I just exhaust Duke? Could have gotten this clue. Oh well, is that an action? Only investigators in the VIP area may spend the requisite number of clues. So let's be spending 2 clues to advance. If the players have not completed, well, I have completed extracurricular activity. The VIP rooms are filled with the mangled and bloody bodies of unfortunate patrons. There doesn't appear to be any trace of Dr. Morgan. You hear screaming and gunfire from the main area of the club. Put the set-aside Peter Clover into play in the Clover Club bar. Here we go, Peter Clover, you are in the Clover Club lounge, wasn't it? A Clover Club bar. Sorry. So he's there. So I have to go 1, 2, 3 actually. Okay. Search the encounter deck or out of play for an abomination enemy and spawn it in the Clover Club bar. Oh no. Why do I do that? I can search. Servants of the Lurker, is that everything I have to choose from? Please, no, I have to choose from that. Yeah, so this search encounter deck or out of play. So I shouldn't be, let me see, I will flip it back in. I know there were rats on top of the discard pile. Yeah, so here we are. Sorry about that. We have Servant of the Lurker, 4/5/2. Hunter, of course, forced. When Servant of the Lurker attacks you, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. So this guy is here. Wow. So this went from terrible to horrible fast. Yep. Advanced to attack 3A. Fold. Free drinks for whoever gets me the hell out of here, a man exclaims from the bar. While Peter Clover is not controlled by a player, he gains parlay test. Willpower 3 to convince Peter to follow you. If you succeed, place one clue from the token bank on him. If there are one per investigated clues on Peter Clover, take control of him. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. Oh man, this is just impossible, I guess. And at the start of the enemy phase, if no investigator controls Peter Clover, deal 1 damage to him. Wow. Okay, I have one more action. I feel that have to be a scrounge for supplies, where I dig for a survival instinct again, and that's it. Enemy. No, enemy, not upkeep. So let's see. This moves into here. This guy hurts himself or something. This moves into here. It's not that hard to evade, I guess. Ooh. So wow. But if I get there and I get the parley with him, I have to go back with him to the back alley and resign. And then I have to go through 1, 2, 3 enemies. Wow. Oof. Yeah. So that's the enemy phase, upkeep phase. We upkeep ourselves, getting resource and a card. And this readies, of course. And mythos. 4 out of 7. I'm kind of leaning towards resigning. You know, if I haven't got this, if I only had this, but you know. So yeah, Doom and card, and we have another Twist of Faith. So whoop, and we have a -4. So that's not a positive number, so I have to take a damage. And yeah, that decides it. I think I have no more damage to go for. I have like 5 out of 6. Wow. Could get Pete Sylvester out to get me one more. So that's an action to play him, action to go here. No. Yeah, I think I will be playing the coward way out and just moving out of here. Because if this enters this place with us, he will be whacking someone off. So I have to kill off Duke or Pete Sylvester, I guess. If I'm staying there. So if I'm staying there to get the last clue for a victory point, that's 3 victory points. Could come in handy. So this enters this and hits one of my allies. Most likely Duke, I guess. I will... How many do? 4 out of... Yeah. Then this enters here. And this also. So I have to kill it. And then this enters. And this. Wow. I don't think I can survive this. So, what should I do? Try to pick up the clue. Move here. For, no, that's 1 action. 2 action. Disengage for 3 actions. And I have to let this kill of Duke. It's terrible. But I think that is the only way to get out of here without taking physical or mental trauma. Yeah, okay, I will first action. Let's be using Duke. Investigate with a base skill of 4, 5 versus 3. Oh. 6, and using Inspiring Presence. And if this skill is successful, ready an ally asset at your location and heal 1 damage or horror from it. That's not bad. Okay. So let's see. 1. That's 5, 6 versus 3. Bag says -2. So we managed to get the clue. Nice. Oh, get in there. Which means we get this for the victory display. Yay. And I ready Duke. And I will heal a damage from him. It's a great card. That's the first action. Okay, so now Duke can take some punishment for us. Actually. So think Man, I will play Pete Sylvester as second action. And last action I will draw a card. There stacks. Oh well. It's too late now. Yeah, so if I have no resources, this deals 1+1 damage. And I can use resource to boost it. But yeah, it is what it is. So why am I mythos? So I am done. It's enemy phase, and we move this to us. This out here and this down here. Wow. And this lashes out, hitting Duke for 1 and Pete for another, for an horror. Is that correct? Yeah. So poor Peter Clover is almost dead. So he's a groaner. That's for sure. That's everything. Upkeep phase. Let's be having a resource and a card. Another Pete Sylvester. Yep. End of round. Pete heals this horror. Doom. 5 out of 7 and a card. And it's a thug. Oh, why did it have to be a thug? So, oh wait, I'm in the VIP area. I do not gain resources and I do not draw cards. Sorry. So that's a bit of a spoiler. I know what's on top here, but well, it doesn't matter. All in all. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I have to be dodging out of there. If I dodge out of there, I will have these guys upon me. And that will be bad for sure. So I can use this for 1. Move into here. And avoiding this guy for 2. Have to go down here and bring this with me, take a hit, and even then I have to wait another turn before I can resign. Wow. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. I have to try to not die. So I'm at 3, 4, 5 versus 2, 5, 6 versus 2. Bag says -4. Oh my god, that's 2. So this has been evaded. This has been disengaged. And this is given. So I move into here for free. It's the first action. And may move to a connecting location. Okay, so I move here. I get engaged with these 2 guys, which is horrible. I will try to evade this again with 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 versus 2. The bag says -1, so he is evaded. That's my second action. Now, last action, moving down here. And that is an attack of opportunity from the conglomeration. I will put the horror on Peter, and I will put the damage on Peter, killing him. Sorry, Peter, you've done your bit. And that's it. Enemy phase. I forget to turn this now. I'm excited. No, not upkeep. It's enemy phase. So we have this moving here, and disengage with us kicks us for 1/1. So I take a horror, and Duke sadly is out of there. Doesn't like that tentacly horror around us. And poor Peter Clover is also dead. Yeah. Was there a criminal in this before he moved? Yeah. So he is out of there. That's it for the enemy phase. Upkeep. I get the resource and the card. Here we go. There's a Peter again. And Mythos 6 out of 7. And a card. Frozen in Fear. So that's okay. I'm not going to move anything. So my turn. I will resign and run away. We can get out this way. So if each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. So you make your way toward the rain-slicked streets of Arkham. If an investigator resigned with Peter Clover under his or her control, it's resolution 3, otherwise resolution 1. So you flee to the end of the block and pause to recover. Before you can catch your breath, the ground shakes with a thunderous crash. People emerge from their homes and storefronts to see what the ruckus is, and a crowd forms on the street. You head to the front of the crowd and are horrified to see the building from which you fled just minutes earlier reduced to rubble. There's no sign of Dr. Morgan anywhere. In your campaign log, record that the O'Banion gang has a bone to pick with the investigators. Okay, let's see. O'Banion has a bone to pick. Yep, and in your campaign log, record that Dr. Francis Morgan was kidnapped. Dr. Francis Morgan was kidnapped. Kidnappers? Kidnapped. If any player cheated, add 1 tentacle chaos token to the chaos bag. I don't think we did. No. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display, and each investigator earns 1 experience as he or she reflects on the night's events. So we do have 1, 2, 3 points here. That is great. So that will mean we have 4 points to spend on leveling up our deck. That will come in handy. And if this is the first scenario, proceed to 1A. Nope. So otherwise we're gonna proceed to interlude Armitage Faith. Okay. So let's read on. And if the investigator were unconscious for several hours, I don't think we were. Nope. So skip to Fate 2. When you arrive at Dr. Armitage's home in Southside, you find him sitting at his desk, pale-faced and sweating with worry. He is grateful to you for searching for his colleagues, but he doesn't look relieved. With a long pause, he straightens his glasses and explains. I'm afraid I must apologize. There's something I didn't mention to you earlier. Dr. Armitage then spins a tale you would scarcely believe had it not been for your harrowing experiences earlier that night. So, in your campaign log, record that the investigators rescued Dr. Henry Armitage. Okay, so let's do that. Rescued Dr. Henry Armitage. Yes. Any one investigator may choose to add Dr. Henry Armitage to his deck. Yes, I think we find him in the chest here. Let's take a gander. This is Dr. Henry Armitage. He has 2 wild pips and 2 costs. Is an ally. After you draw a card, discard that card and exhaust Dr. Henry Armitage. Gain 3 resources. Something to have because of the wild pips, I guess. Yeah, let's be adding him. Poor Duke, come here. So let's see. This card does not count towards yeah. The story continues to scenario 2, the Miskatonic Museum. Yeah, so that is that. Looks promising, doesn't it? Yeah. Snakes in the museum. We had snakes on the plane, now we have snakes in the museum. Yeah. So that's it for the scenario, the house always win. And it really does. The house always wins, almost in this scenario. I have played it several times, and I think I've just made it out once with Peter Clover. It's hard. It's really, really hard. But it's also fun. So you have that. Let's add things in the box, and let's see, recall. Yeah. Everything beside these 2 recalled. So there you go. We have done reasonably well. I could have done better, I guess, but it is what it is. And since I'm all alone, I feel like I have done quite okay so far. Let's get 5 clues ready for next adventure. We'll be having a think of what to upgrade next. If you have any suggestions on what I should be upgrading or maybe adding to the deck, leave it in the comments below before I will go live again. I will see if I can add it in. And honorable mentions, of course, for those that join in. So that's it. I will be putting out next live playthrough in a couple of days. Then we're going to be doing the Miskatonic Museum, which you see here. That will be great. And we are now in third part of 7 in the Dunwich cycle. Hope you all are enjoying this, and thank you all for watching. I wish you all a great evening further on, and I'll be signing off. Bye.